Hello again, story travelers, it's me, Crayon. In today's video, we're gonna aim on getting a 100% completion on Time Prince's most intimidating book so far, the Gotham Memoirs. And yes, that means unlocking all stages, stage events, event logs, and endings there is in this book. So if you're ready, let's jump to early 20th century New York City. Stage 1-1 in Gotham Memoirs has no dress-up required and no choices too, so just read through the story to clear the level. It's pretty easy, but don't let this fool you because Gotham is a difficult book to finish. In fact, if you are a beginner, I would recommend that you skip this book for now and come back to it when you have collected more 5-star relics and have a stronger fashion lab. Upgrading your cats can also help in clearing the book levels. As you can see, this level unlocks a few event logs, and if you want to read their description, just tap on the highlighted word, or you can go to your recollection, select Gotham Memoirs, and select event log in the lower right corner. Now we have cleared the level, so we can move on to 1-2. For 1-2, we have 2 stage events, which we can obtain by unlocking stages 1-3 and 1-4. The first set of choices from this stage has no effect on the story except for the slight difference in the dialogue. But choosing Ask Her What's Wrong will increase Vittoria's goodwill. The other 2 options in this set doesn't add anything to any companion goodwills. The second set of choices is where the story begins to split. This is also where we can obtain all stage events. To get the first stage event, just select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman. This choice will let you proceed to 1-3, which is Vittoria's route. Now we have unlocked 1-3. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock 1-4. So just replay 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Now we have unlocked 1-4, which is also Davis' route. To unlock 1-3, you should select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman in 1-2. This stage has 2 stage events, which we can obtain by unlocking 1-5 and obtaining the ending, Death in an Alley. For stages like this, I like getting the ending first, but if you want to unlock the next stage first, you can also do that. So to get the first stage event, simply select Turn into the Alley, and it should unlock the ending, Death in an Alley. Now, to get the second stage event, let's just replay 1-3 and this time select Continue Forward, and this should unlock 1-5. This choice will also unlock our first album art, Light in the Alley. Now this stage is clear, you can now play 1-5. To unlock 1-4, just go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth in the second set of choices. Stage 1-4 does not have choices, so just read through the story to clear the level. Clearing this level will also unlock album art Prince Charming, and just like 1-3, this stage will also unlock 1-5. Stage 1-5 has two stage events, which we can get by obtaining the ending Inheriting the Farm and unlocking 1-6. To get the ending and obtain the first stage event, select Sensationalism, Subjectivity, Compromise in the first set of choices. Now we have unlocked the ending Inheriting the Farm. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock 1-6. So just replay 1-5 and this time select Truthfulness, Objectivity, Independence. This option will also increase Kane's goodwill and it will open a second and third set of choices. This new set does not affect the story, but selecting no will increase Kane's goodwill a second time. For the third set of choices, selecting Ethically Seek the Truth will again increase Kane's goodwill a third time. Now we have unlocked 1-6 and we got all the stage events. But if you check on the flowchart, there's still this one path that we need to unlock. You will unlock Meet with Edmund Davis path if you have previously selected Hospital or Hell on Earth in 1-2 and replayed 1-5. Now to unlock First Meeting with Davis path, you have to go back to 1-2 and select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman in the second set of choices. Then replay 1-5. Now, if you go and check on the flowchart again, you will see that the First Meeting with Davis path is now unlocked. To unlock 1-6, just select Truthfulness, Objectivity, Independence in 1-5. The stage has two stage events, which we will get by unlocking stages 1-7 and 1-12. To unlock 1-7, go back to 1-2 and select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman. Then, select Continue Forward in 1-3. Next, replay 1-5. And finally, play 1-6. This stage has no choices, so just enjoy the story until you clear the level. Now we have unlocked 1-7. If you check on the flowchart, you will see that these steps also unlocks Davis Sends You Home path. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock 1-12. And to do that, let's go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Then replay 1-4, 1-5, and 1-6. Now 1-12 is unlocked. If we check on the flowchart, you will see that these steps also unlocks Interview Charlotte path. To unlock 1-7, select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman in 1-2. Then, replay 1-3, 1-5, and 1-6. Stage 1-7 is one of those stages that doesn't have choices. All we have to do is enjoy the story until the level is cleared. To play 1-8, first you need Kane's Goodwill upgraded to level 2. And just like the previous stage, 1-8 also does not have choices. So let's just read through the story to clear the level. Stage 1-9 is another easy stage with no dress-up required and with only one stage event to unlock. For each choices, selecting Go With Them will increase Victoria's Goodwill. While selecting Do Not Go With Them will increase Davis's Goodwill. These choices also affects which choices will show up in 2-5 later on. Clearing this level also unlocks album art Dangerous Encounter. Now we have cleared the level and we can move on to the next one. To play 1-10, you must have Victoria's Goodwill raised to level 2. This stage has only one stage event and one set of choices. Selecting Tell the Truth About Everything will increase Diane's Goodwill. Selecting Tell the Truth but Leave Anything Involving Mr. Puzo will also increase Diane's Goodwill. But each of these choices will unlock different endings in 4-19. Now we have unlocked the level 1-11. To play 1-11, first you must have Davis' Goodwill upgraded to level 2. Again, this is one easy stage with only one stage event to unlock. None of its choices affects the story and none of them increases companion goodwill as well, so it doesn't matter which one you choose here. Now we have cleared the level and clearing this level will unlock 2-1. To unlock 1-12, just go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Then replay 1-4, 1-5, and 1-6. This stage requires Vittorio's Goodwill raised to level 2. For its choices, selecting Eliminate the Mafia will increase Charlotte's Goodwill. While selecting Tackle Corruption does nothing to any companion goodwill. Both these options have an impact in stage 3-11 later on. Clearing this also unlocks album art Ace Pilot. Now we have cleared this level and we can move on to 1-13. To play 1-13, first we need to craft the Josh Quintet dress. You will get the blueprint of this dress in your mail after upgrading Davis to level 2. This stage has only one stage event, but there are two paths to unlock in the flowchart. If you select Look for Davis first, it will increase Davis' goodwill and it will also unlock Davis Helps You Out path in the flowchart. Choosing to look for Harris will increase Charlotte's goodwill and will unlock Charlotte helps you out path in the flowchart. Clearing this level will also unlock album art Brightest Rose. Stage 1-14 requires us to have Kane's goodwill raised to level 2. Again, this is another easy stage. None of its choices affects the story or gives an increase to any companion goodwills. So just choose whatever option you like here and it won't affect future stages. Now we have cleared this level and we are ready to proceed to the next stage. Stage 1-15 has 2 stage events. We can get these simply by playing all options on this stage. Each option here affects multiple stages in Chapter 4 later on, but selecting Let Boosman Know Your Thoughts will increase Diane's goodwill while the other one does not. Stage 1-16 requires for us to have Davis goodwill raised to level 2. This stage has only one set of choices that does not affect the future stages, and because of that, you can switch between these choices without spending an additional stamina. And just like 1-11, this stage also unlocks 2-1. Stage 2-1 has only one stage event to unlock and only one set of choices. Unlike the previous stage, switching between these options will cost you additional stamina because the choices you make here will affect multiple stages in Chapter 4 later on. Stage 2-2 has 2 stage events to unlock. Let's get the first one by unlocking Stage 2-3, so let's just play this stage and choose to sneak in during the day. This option should let you proceed to 2-3. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock Stage 2-4. So just replay this level and this time switch to the other option and sneak in during the night. To unlock 2-3, just select Sneak In during the day in 2-2. This stage requires for Charlotte's goodwill raised to level 2. We also have 2 stage events to unlock here. To get the first one, let's obtain the ending Forever an Ordinary Reporter, and to do that, just select Accept the Advice in the first set of choices. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock 2-5, so let's just replay this stage and this time select Doubt the Advice. This option will take you to a second set of choices, and from there select the reason he took Jessica's personal artifacts. This is the right answer. If you select any options other than this, you will get the ending Forever an Ordinary Reporter. In the third set of choices, select how he found out about Jessica's death. Again, this is the right answer for this set. If you select any other option, it will lead you to an ending. These steps also unlocks Discover the Loopholes, Investigate Rosie path in the flowchart. To unlock Analysis Fails, Trust Rosie path, just select Doubt the Advice. Then choose at least one of the 4 wrong answers from the second and third set of choices. For this video, I'm just gonna select his relationship with the Taylors. As you can see, given one wrong answer also leads to the ending Forever an Ordinary Reporter. And there you go, we have unlocked all stage events and paths available in this level. To unlock 2-4, just select Sneak In During the Night in 2-2. This stage also requires Diane's Goodwill raised to level 2. We have 3 stage events to unlock here, and to get the first one, let's obtain the ending A Reckless End. And to do that, just select Call Out to Nino in the first set of choices. And now we have unlocked the ending A Reckless End. So let's get the second stage event by obtaining this stage second ending, Foolish Honesty. And to do that, replay this level and select Stay Silent in the first set of choices. This option will take you to a second set of choices, and from there select Tell the Truth. Now we also got the second ending, Foolish Honesty. To get the third stage event, we have to unlock 2-5. So just select Stay Silent in the first set of choices and choose to lie in the second set. And just like stage 2-3, this will also unlock 2-5. There are 2 ways to unlock 2-5. You can unlock it from stage 2-3 by selecting Doubt the Advice in the first set of choices, the reason he took Jessica's personal artifacts in the second set, and how he found out about Jessica's death in the third set. Or you can also unlock this stage from 2-4. Just select Stay Silent in the first set of choices and choose to lie in the second set. There are 4 stage events here that we can get by unlocking stages 2-6, 2-10, and 2-12. You can unlock 2-6 from 2 different paths. For this video, I've unlocked 2-12 first. This is also the Call Mr. Puzo path. So to unlock it, we have to go back to 1-2 and select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman in its second set of choices. Then, we have to replay stages 1-3, 1-6, and 1-7. This is necessary to have the flowchart click in place. Then, let's replay 1-9 and select Do Not Go With Them. This choice will make Call Mr. Puzo option available in 2-5 later. Then replay 1-10 and 1-11. And finally, we can play 2-5. Following these steps, 2-5 will give you the Call Mr. Puzo or Ask Davis for Help set of choices. We want to unlock 2-12, so let's choose Call Mr. Puzo. This option also increases Victoria's goodwill. And there you go, we have unlocked 2-12. That's one stage event down and 3 more to unlock. Checking in the flowchart, you will notice that this also unlocks Seek Mr. Puso's help path. For the second stage event, let's unlock 2-6 from Seek Mr. Puso's help path. Since I'm already in this path, I'll just replay 2-5 and this time, select Ask Davis for help. This option will increase Davis' goodwill and it will also unlock 2-6. Now there's another way of unlocking 2-6 and it also counts as one stage event. So for our third stage event, let's unlock 2-6, but this time we do it from Seek Prosecutor Busman's help path. And to do this, let's just go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Then just replay stages 1-4, 1-6, 1-12, 1-13, 1-14, 1-15, and 1-16. This is necessary to make sure that the flowchart switches to Diane's path. And once you're done replaying all those levels, you can now proceed to play 2-5. Notice that it now shows a different set of choices, so to unlock 2-6 from this path, just select Ask Davis for help. Again, this will increase Davis' goodwill a second time. If you check on the flowchart, you will see that we are now in the Seek Prosecutor Busman's help path. Now for the fourth and final stage event, let's unlock 2-10. This can only be done in Diane's path, but since I'm currently in that path, I'll just replay 2-5 and select Call Diane. But for those who aren't in this path yet, just follow the steps in the right. This option will also increase Diane's goodwill. And that wraps 2-5. We have collected all stage events and unlocked all possible paths in the flowchart. Stage 2-6 can be unlocked from two different paths. To unlock it from Vittorio's path, follow these steps. And to unlock it from Diane Busman's path, follow these steps. This stage has no choices, so let's just enjoy reading the story until we clear the level. Stage 2-7 requires for us to have Vittoria's goodwill raised to level 3. This stage also does not have choices, so let's just read through it to clear the level. Stage 2-8 is an easy stage. It has only one set of choices that does not affect the future stages. Choosing to admit to eavesdropping, though, will increase Davis' goodwill. Stage 2-9 requires us to have Davis and Diane's goodwill raised to level 3. This is another easy stage with only one set of choices that does not affect future stages. Both of these options can increase Davis' goodwill when selected. Switching between them will not cost you additional stamina, so we can read both options without any worries. Clearing this level will unlock the album art Witness, and it will also unlock stage 3-1. To unlock stage 2-10, just follow these steps. This stage doesn't have any choices, so let's just enjoy the story here to move on to the next stage. Stage 2-11 requires us to have Victoria's goodwill raised to level 3. We also need to craft the pink check top. You will obtain its blueprint by getting a perfect score in 2-10. Again, this is one of those stages that contains no choices, and clearing this stage will unlock 3-7. To unlock stage 2-12, just follow these steps. This stage also requires us to have Vittorio's goodwill raised to level 3. This level does not have choices as well, so let's just enjoy the story until we clear the level. Stage 2-3 is another easy stage with no requirements and no choices. So all we have to do here is to focus on the dress up and clear the level. Stage 2-14 requires us to have Diane's goodwill raised to level 3. There's only one set of choices here, and they don't affect the future stages of this story, but choosing to tell the truth will increase Diane's goodwill. Stage 2-15 is the last stage for Chapter 2. It requires us to have Charlotte's and Kane's goodwill raised to level 3. And just like the past few stages, this stage does not have choices as well. Stage 3-1 is a continuation of Davis' route, so it should unlock after you play 2-9. This stage requires us to have Charlotte's goodwill raised to level 4. We have two sets of choices here. The first set does not affect the story and thus no increase in AD companion goodwill. But the second set will greatly impact multiple stages in Chapter 4 later on because both options are needed to unlock different stages in Chapter 4. Stage 3-2 requires us to have Davis' goodwill raised to level 4. This stage does not have any choices, so you can just focus on the story here and the dress up. Stage 3-3 requires us to have Gain's Goodwill raised to level 4. We also need the Image Accuracy handheld. This is an encounter item, so there's no crafting needed here. And just like the previous stages, this stage also does not have choices. Stage 3-4 requires us to have Diane's Goodwill raised to level 4. This is also an easy stage with no choices, so let's just focus on getting a perfect score in the dress up, because this level rewards a blueprint for a required item in the next stage. Stage 3-5 requires us to have Davy's Goodwill raised to level 5. We also need to craft the sophisticated lady dress. Its blueprint can be obtained by getting a perfect score in stage 3-4. This stage also has no choices, so let's just enjoy the story until we clear the level. Stage 3-6 requires us to have Diane's and Charlotte's Goodwill raised to level 5. Again, this stage has no choices and it also has no dress up, so all we need to do is read the story to clear the level. When cleared, this level will unlock stage 4-1. Stage 3-7 is the continuation of Diane and Charlotte's route. This unlocks after clearing 2-11, and you can find it in the lower left corner of the Gotham book. This stage requires us to have Diane's Goodwill raised to level 4, and we also have to craft the Miss Betty dress. You can obtain its blueprint by getting a perfect score in 2-11. Here we have two stage events, and to get the first one, let's unlock the stage 3-8. To do that, just play this level and select Don't Use Her in the choices. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock stage 3-10. So just replay this level and this time select Use Her. To unlock stage 3-8, just select Don't Use Her in stage 3-7. This stage requires us to have Gain's Goodwill raised to level 4. We have 3 sets of choices here, but none of them has any effect on the story or to any companion Goodwill. Switching between these options are free, so you can switch to the other option anytime without spending additional stamina. Stage 3-9 requires us to have Davy's Goodwill raised to level 4. This stage has 2 sets of choices. The first set of choices does not affect the future stages of the story. The second set does not affect the story as well, but if you select yes, it will increase Gain's Goodwill. Switching options here will not cost us any additional stamina. To unlock stage 3-10, just select Use Her in stage 3-7. This stage requires Charlotte's Goodwill raised to level 4, and we have 2 sets of choices here, but none of them affects the future stages of the story. Each of these options, though, will increase Charlotte's Goodwill when selected. Switching between the options will not cost us additional stamina. Stage 3-11 requires us to have Diane's Goodwill raised to level 5. Again, we have 2 sets of choices here that does not affect the story. But for the first set, selecting I'm Ready will increase Gain's Goodwill. The second set of choices does nothing to both the story and any companion goodwills. Stage 3-12 has two stage events, and to get the first one, let's unlock 3-13. To do that, just go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth in its second set of choices. Then, play 1-12 and select Tackle Corruption. Then, play stage 3-7 and select Use Her. After that, play stage 3-10 and stage 3-11. This is just to make the flowchart click in place. And finally, play 3-12. The first set of choices here does not affect the story, although selecting I'm a little unwell increases Charlotte's goodwill. Now we have to select all three correct choices in the next three sets of choices in order to unlock 3-13. So select left in the second set of choices, select right in the third set, and select left again in the fourth set. And now we have unlocked 3-13. These steps also unlocks Obtain Key Evidence path in the flowchart. Notice that the lower path is still locked, so if you want to unlock it, just follow the steps I've listed on the right. Since I've already done the first 4 steps a while ago, I'll just jump to the final step, which is to replay 3-12 and select at least one wrong answer from the second to the fourth set of choices. Here I'm using right, left, right combination, but you can also use left, left, left or left, right, right combination. So there we have now unlocked the Missing the Evidence path. To get the second stage event, let's obtain the ending Reckless Maid. So to do that, go back to 3-7 and this time select Don't Use Her. Then just replay stages 3-8 and 3-9 to have the flowchart click in place. Now play 3-12. When you are in this path, 3-12 will give you the first set of the choices only, and you will obtain the ending Reckless Maid regardless of which option you choose here. And there you go, we got all the stage events here, but before we move on to the next stage, here's a summary of all the choices in 3-12 and how they affect the story. To unlock stage 3-3, just follow these steps. This stage has 3 stage events, which we will get by unlocking 3 paths in the flowchart. So to get the first stage event, let's unlock Obtained Evidence, Charlotte Does Not Help path, which also leads to the ending The Reporter's Suicide. So to do this, let's go back to stage 1-2 and select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman in its second set of choices. Then, proceed to stage 1-12 and select Eliminate the Mafia. Then, let's jump to stage 3-7 and select Use Her. Now, let's replay stages 3-10 and 3-11 to make sure the flowchart clicks in place. After that, play stage 3-12 and select all correct choices from the second, third, and fourth set of choices. So that combination is left, right, left. And finally, play stage 3-13. The choices in 3-13 is just for interest and will not affect the future stages. Now, checking on the flowchart, you will see we have now obtained the ending The Reporter's Suicide, and it also unlocked Obtain the Evidence but Charlotte Does Not Help path. For the second stage event, we have to unlock Charlotte Helps You Escape path, which also leads to unlocking stage 3-14. So first, we have to go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Then proceed to 1-12 and select Tackle Corruption. After that, go to stage 3-7 and select Use Her. Then, play 3-10 and 3-11 to make the flowchart click in place. After that, play stage 3-12 and select all the correct choices. Once again, that combination should be left, right, left. And lastly, play stage 3-13. Following these steps should unlock stage 3-14 and the Charlotte Helps You Escape path in the flowchart. Now for the third and final stage event, let's unlock Missing Evidence and Charlotte Does Not Help path. This path also leads to unlocking 3-14. And to do this, we have to go back to stage 1-2 and select Tragic Tale of a Mad Woman in its second set of choices. Then proceed to 1-12 and select Eliminate the Mafia. jump to stage 3-7 and select Use Her. Again, you have to replay stages 3-10 and 3-11, and after that, play stage 3-12, and you have to have at least one wrong answer here. For this video, I'm using right-right-left combination. But you can also use the left-left-left or left-right-right combinations. And once you've done this, we can now play stage 3-13. Now, going back to the flowchart, you will see that we have now unlocked the missing evidence path and we have obtained all 3 stage events. To unlock stage 3-14, just follow these steps. This stage requires us to have Charlotte's and Vittorio's goodwill raised to level 5. This stage is an easy one with just one set of choices. Each option has an effect on unlocking paths in the flowchart in stage 4-13 later on. But for now, let's just select Gently Reason with Her to get an increase in Charlotte's goodwill. Clearing this stage will also unlock stage 4-8. Stage 3-15 is the continuation of Vittorio's route. It will unlock after you've cleared stage 2-15. If you're not yet in Vittorio's route, go back to 2-5 of this tutorial because that's where the routes really started to split. This stage requires us to have Kane's goodwill raised to level 4, and we also need to craft the philosophy dress. Its blueprint can be obtained by getting a perfect score in stage 2-13. This stage does not have any choices in it, so just enjoy the story until you cleared the level. Stage 3-16 requires us to have Vittorio's goodwill raised to level 4. Just like the previous stage, this one doesn't have any choices, so let's just enjoy the story until we clear this level. Clearing this will also unlock album art Heartbeat. Stage 3-17 requires Charlotte's goodwill raised to level 4. This stage has one set of choices that will affect the stage 3-20 and 4-15 later on. Stage 3-18 requires Kane's goodwill raised to level 5. This easy stage does not have choices. Stage 3-19 requires Diane's goodwill raised to level 5. And just like the previous stage, this stage has no choices. Stage 3-20 requires Charlotte's and Davis' goodwill raised to level 5. This stage has only one stage event, but there are 2 pots to unlock in its flowchart. To unlock Refute Gossip Alone path, go back to 317 first and select Don't Speak Up for Her. Once you've done that, you may play 3-20. Both the choices in this stage affects the story later on, and clearing this level will unlock stage 415. Now if you check on the flowchart, the lower path, which is the Refute the Gossip Alone path, should now be unlocked. To unlock the upper path, Daria reveals more about the underground brothel. Go back to stage 317 again and select Speak Up for Her. Then play 3-20. Stage 4-1 is a continuation of Davis' route. This should unlock after clearing stage 3-6. This stage requires Vittorio's goodwill raised to level 6. The choices in this stage does not affect any future stages, and once you clear this level, you will obtain the album art Estranged. Stage 4-2 requires Gain's goodwill raised to level 6. We have two stage events here, and to get the first one we have to unlock stage 4-3. And to do that, let's go back to stage 2-1 and select Convince Him. Now let's jump to stage 3-1 and select Share Rose's dying words with him in the second set of choices. And once you've done that, you can now play stage 4-2. This stage does not have choices, so just enjoy the story here until you clear the level. Now we have unlocked 4-3, and if you look at the flowchart, you'll see that these steps also unlocks Obtain Taylor's investigation records path. Now to get the second stage event, let's unlock stage 4-4. And to do that, let's go back to stage 2-1 and select Argue with Him. Then let's jump to stage 3-1 and this time select Keep Them to Yourself in its second set of choices. And now let's go and play stage 4-2 again. Now as you can see, we have unlocked stage 4-4. And if you look at the flowchart again, you will see this also unlocked Nothing Found path. To unlock stage 4-3, just follow these steps. This stage requires Diane's goodwill raised to level 6. It is only one stage event, but there are 2 paths to unlock in the flowchart here. To unlock Don't Have Diane's Audio Reels path, just go back to stage 1-10 and select Tell the Truth but leave out anything involving Mr. Puzo. Then, go to stage 1-15 and select Keep Them to Yourself. And finally, play stage 4-3. This stage does not have any choices, so just read the story until you clear the level. As you can see in the flowchart, the path Don't Have Diane's Audio Reels is now unlocked. To unlock the other path and have Diane's audio reels, just go back to 1-10 and this time select Tell the Truth About Everything. After that, go to stage 1-15 and choose to let Busman know your thoughts. Once you've done that, you can now play 4-3. Notice that now you get Taylor's files and now we also get Diane's audio reels in the story. Now checking on the flowchart, you will see we have unlocked Have Diane's audio reels. To unlock stage 4-4, just follow these steps. This stage requires Kane's goodwill raised to level 7. There's only one stage event in this stage, but there are 2 paths to unlock in the flowchart. To unlock Have Diane's audio reels, go back to 1-10 and select Tell the Truth About Everything. Then, jump to stage 1-15 and select Let Busman Know Your Thoughts. After that, go play stages 4-2 and 4-4. Stage 4-4 has no choices, so just enjoy reading the story. So now if you check on the flowchart, you will see Have Diane's audio reels is now unlocked. Now to unlock Don't Have Diane's audio reels path, go back to stage 1-10 and select Tell the Truth but leave out anything involving Mr. Puzo. Then jump to stage 1-15 and select Keep Them to Yourself. Again, play 4-2 and 4-4. Now, if you check on the flowchart again, you will see Don't Have Diane's Audio Reels is now unlocked. Stage 4-5 requires Vittorio's goodwill raised to level 7. This stage has 2 stage events, and to get the first one we have to obtain the ending An Ordinary Life. To do that, just go back to 1-10, and select Tell the Truth but leave anything involving Mr. Puzo. Then jump to stage 1-15 and select Keep Them to Yourself. Then go to stage 2-1 and select Argue with Him. Now let's move to stage 3-1 and select Keep Them to Yourself. After that, play stages 4-2 and 4-4 to have the flowchart locked in place. And finally, play stage 4-5. When you're in this path, you will go to the court without Diane's reels and Taylor's files. This will lead to an ending An Ordinary Life. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock stage 4-6, and there are 3 ways to do this. Option 1 is to go to the court with Taylor's records only. So to do that, go back to 1-10. There you go, we're in 1-10, and select Tell the Truth but leave out anything involving Mr. Puzo. Then go to stage 1-15 and select Keep Them to Yourself. Then go to stage 2-1 and select Convince Him. Next, jump to stage 3-1 and select Share Rosie's Dying Words with Him. After that, just play stages 4-2, 4-3, and 4-5. There you go, now we have unlocked 4-6. And checking on the flowchart, present evidence and lock horns with the opposing lawyer path is now unlocked. The second option to unlock 4-6 is to show up in court with Diane's audio reels only. So to do that, just go back to 1-10 and select Tell the Truth About Everything. Then go to 1-15 and select Let Busman Know Your Thoughts. Play 2-1 and select Argue with Him. Keep them to yourself in 3-1 and replay stages 4-2, 4-4, and 4-5. The third option is to show up in court with both Taylor's records and Diane's reels. So to do that, just select the following. Tell the truth about everything in 1-10, let Busman know your thoughts in 1-15, convince him in 2-1, share Rose's dying words with him in 3-1, play stages 4-2, 4-3, and 4-5. These steps will also unlock present evidence path in the flowchart. There are 3 ways to unlock stage 4-6. You can do it by showing up with Taylor's records only. You can do it by showing up with Diane's reels only. Or you can also do it by showing up with both Diane's reels and Taylor's records. Before you can start with this stage, you need Charlotte's Goodwill raised to level 6. Stage 4-6 has 3 stage events. To get the first stage event, let's obtain the ending The Same Destiny. We can get this by showing up in court with Taylor's records only. So again, to do that, just follow the steps on the right. I'm already in this path, so what's left for me to do is to play 4-6. And there you go, we now have the ending The Same Destiny. Now to get the second stage event, let's get the ending Unsolved Puzzle. We can do this by showing up at court with Diane's reels only. So go back to stage 1-10 and select Tell the Truth About Everything. Then go to stage 1-15 and select Let Busman Know Your Thoughts. Then jump to stage 2-1 and select Argue with Him. Then in stage 3-1, select Keep Them to Yourself. Now just replay stages 4-2, 4-4, and 4-5 to have the flowchart click in place. And lastly, play stage 4-6. Now we have unlocked the ending and solved puzzle. Clearing the level from this path will unlock album art Take the Stand. To get the third stage event, let's unlock stage 4-7. We can do this by showing up at court with both Diane's reels and Taylor's records. So you can follow the steps on the right. As for me, I already have Diane's reels, so I'll proceed to getting Taylor's records by jumping to stage 2-1 and selecting Convince Him. Next, go to stage 3-1 and select Share Rose's dying words with him. Next, just replay stages 4-2, 4-3, and 4-5 to have the flowchart click in place. And lastly, play stage 4-6. Clearing this stage in this path also unlocks the album art Take the Stand, and it also unlocks 4-7. To unlock stage 4-7, you have to obtain both Taylor's records and Diane's reels. To do that, just follow these steps. This stage requires Diane's and Davis' goodwill raised to level 7. We have 2 endings here and each one counts as one stage event. For the first stage event, let's obtain the ending, A Reporter's Life. To do that, just follow the steps on the right. Since I've already done the first 4 steps, all that's left for me to do is to play 4-7. This stage has only one set of choices and it doesn't matter which choice you pick because both will lead you to the ending, A Reporter's Life. Each option unlocks a different album art though. Selecting Tease Him Back will unlock album art Sweet Kiss. While selecting Do Nothing will unlock the album art Never Forget. Now for the second stage event, we have to obtain the ending Pulitzer Prize. This ending requires choices from later stages, so I strongly recommend you finish the whole book first, and once you're done, go back to this stage to get the Pulitzer Prize. This is a long process, so I decided to divide the steps into 4 sections. For step 1, we have to get the ending, A Reporter's Life. And you can do this by going back to 1-10 and select Tell the Truth About Everything. Then play 115 and select Let Boozman Know Your Thoughts. Then play 2-1 and select Convince Him. Next, play stage 3-1 and select share Rosie's dying words with him. Next, play stages 4-2, 4-3, 4-5, and 4-6. Then play stage 4-7 to get the ending A Reporter's Life. Now for step 2, let's get the ending Successful Official. So go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Then play stage 1-12 and select Tackle Corruption. Next, play stage 1-15 and select Let Guzman Know Your Thoughts. Next, go to stage 3-7 and select Use Her. Then, replay stages 3-10 and 3-11. Then, play stage 3-12 and make sure to select all correct answers. That would be left, right, left. Next, just play stage 3-13. Then, play stage 3-14 and select Gently Reason with Her. Now play stage 4-12 and select Appeal to Her Sense of Justice. Next, replay stage 4-13 and 4-14. And there you go, we got the ending successful official. For the third step, let's obtain the ending mafia couple. To do this, go back to 317 and select Speak Up for Her. Then play 3-20 and select Give In to Giuliano. Then select 4-15 and claim that Rosie harassed you. Then go to stage 4-17 and select Study in the first set of choices and select Shoot in the second set. After that, go to 4-18 and select No Matter What the Method. Then play stage 4-19 and select Inform Vittorio of the time and venue. And there you go, we got the ending, mafia couple. Now for our fourth step, just go back to stage 4-8 and select Hand Over the Evidence. And lastly, go back to stage 4-7 and replay it. And there you have it, we now have obtained the ending Pulitzer Prize. Stage 4-8 is a continuation of Diane and Charlotte's route. This should unlock after clearing stage 3-14. This stage has two stage events, and to get the first one, we have to unlock stage 4-9, and to do that, just play this level and select Don't Hand Over the Evidence. Now we have unlocked 4-9. To get the second stage event, we have to unlock stage 4-10. And to do that, just go back to 1-2 and select Hospital or Hell on Earth. Then jump to 1-12 and select Tackle Corruption. Next, go to stage 3-7 and select Use Her. Then, just play stages 3-10 and 3-11 to have the flowchart click in place. Next, let's play stage 3-12 and select all the correct answers. The correct combination is left, right, left. Now just replay stage 3-13 so you will be in Charlotte Helps You Escape path. After that, you can now play 4-8 And notice that hand over the evidence is no longer locked, so let's choose that. And there you go, now we have unlocked stage 4-10. To unlock stage 4-9, just select Don't Hand Over the Evidence in 4-8. This stage requires Davis Goodwill raised to level 6, and we have 2 stage events in this level. And to get the first one, we have to obtain the ending Death by Fire. To do that, first we have to go back to 3-12 and select all correct answers. That would be left, right, left. Then you can now play stage 4-9. This stage has no choices, so just read through the story until you get the ending. Now we have obtained the ending, Death by Fire. To get the second stage event, we have to obtain the ending, Leaving New York City. And to do that, we have to go back to 3-12 again, and this time select at least one wrong answer. Here I am using right, right, left, but you can also use left, 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 or left, right, right combinations. So now we can proceed to 4-9 and read through the story again. And this time when you finish, you will get the ending, Leaving New York City. To unlock stage 4-10, just follow these steps. This stage is a pretty easy one. Its choices is just for interest and does not affect future stages of the story. So you can switch between these options without worrying about spending extra stamina. Stage 4-11 is another easy stage. It has no choices, so we can just focus on the dress up to pass the level. Four 12 requires us to craft the sparkling sunflower dress. You can get the blueprint of this dress by getting a perfect score in 4-8. This stage is only one stage event, but all choices here will affect the path in the flowchart in stage 4-13 later on. If you select Appeal to her sense of justice, it will increase Charlotte's goodwill. This option also unlocks a path in a flowchart in 4-13. Switching to the other option, Just Tell the Truth, will require another stamina. There will be no increase in 80 companion goodwill, but this option will unlock a different path in the flowchart in 4-13. Clearing this level will also unlock album art City Lights. Stage 4-13 requires Charlotte and Diane's goodwill raised to level 7. We have only one stage event here, but there are two paths to unlock in the flowchart. To unlock Get Antique Shop accounts from Charlotte path, go back to stage 3-14 and select Be Forthright About It. Then go to stage 4-12 and select Just Tell the Truth. And finally, play stage 4-13. This stage has no choices, so just read through the story until you clear the level. To unlock the Get Vehicle Permits path, go back to stage 3-14 and select Gently Reason with Her. Then go to stage 4-12 and select Appeal to Her Sense of Justice. And lastly, play stage 4-13. Stage 4-14 requires Davis Goodwill raised to level 7. This stage has 2 endings and each one counts as one stage event. So to get the first stage event, I'm gonna go and obtain the ending Successful Official. To do this, you must be in Get Vehicle Permits path. So go back to stage 3-14 and select Gently Reason with Her. Then in 4-12, select Appeal to Her Sense of Justice. Next, just play stages 4-13 and 4-14. And there we have it. We now got the ending Successful Official. Getting this ending also unlocks album art Together. To get the second stage event, let's obtain the ending A Lonely Future. To do that, we must be in the Get Antique Shop Accounts path. So go back to 3-14 and select Be Forthright About It. Then go to stage 4-12 and select Just Tell the Truth. Then replay stages 4-13 and 4-14. Now we got the ending A Lonely Future. This ending also unlocks album art Gamble. Stage 4-15 is a continuation of Victorious route. This should unlock after you clear stage 3-20. This stage requires Davis Goodwill raised to level 6. It has also 2 stage events, and aside from that, we also have 2 paths to unlock in the flowchart. First, let's focus on the stage event, and to get the first one, let's obtain the ending The Flow in the Plan. You can get it simply by playing 4-15 and select Say That You Overheard the Conversation. For the second stage event, let's unlock 4-16, and to do that, just play 4-15 and select Claim that Rosie harassed you. Now we got all 2-stage event, let's move on to the flowchart. To unlock Receive important information about the basement path, just select Speak Up for Her in 3-17 and Give in to Giuliano in 3-20 before playing 4-15. Now, to unlock Did Not Receive Important Information path, go back to 3-17 and select Don't Speak Up for Her. Then, play 3-20 and select Reject Giuliano. And lastly, play stage 4-15. And now we have unlocked both paths for this stage. To unlock stage 4-16, just select Claim that Rosie harassed you in 4-15. This stage requires Kane's goodwill raised to level 6, and we only have one stage event and one set of choices here. And switching between them will cost stamina because both choices have different effects on future stages later on. Stage 4-17 requires Victorious Goodwill raised to level 6. We have two sets of choices here, and both set affects the future stages of the story. For the first set of choices, make sure to select Study. This is the only option that matters out of the three. Switching between these options requires stamina, so you can avoid spending extra stamina by selecting Study on your first run. The second set of choices also has huge impact on the future stages. Selecting Shoot will unlock an ending in 4-19, while selecting Beg Giuliano is needed to unlock stage 4-20 later on. Stage 4-18 requires Charlotte's Goodwill raised to level 6. This stage has only one stage event and one set of choices, and both options affects future stages later on. But for now, let's just select no matter what the method. This option will increase Victorious Goodwill. Clearing this level will unlock stage 4-19 and the album art Danger and Desire. Stage 4-19 requires Diane's Goodwill raised to level 6. We have 4 stage events here, and to get the first one, let's obtain the ending An Untrustworthy Ally. To do this, just go back to stage 1-10 and select Tell the Truth About Everything. Then you can play stage 4-19, and from there, select Seek Prosecutor Boosman's Help. Now we have obtained the ending An Untrustworthy Ally. To get the second stage event, we have to obtain another ending, Absence of Justice. So go back to 1-10 again and select Tell the Truth but leave out anything involving Mr. Puzo. Then play 4-19 and again select Seek Prosecutor Boosman's Help. And And now we got the ending Absence of Justice. To get the third stage event, let's unlock 4-20. To do this, just go back to 3-20 and select Reject Giuliano. Then go to stage 4-16 and select Tell him it's a good idea. Next, play 4-17. For now, it doesn't matter what you choose in the first set of choices, but for the second set, you have to choose Beg Giuliano. Now play 4-18 and select No Matter What the Method. Now we can play 4-19 again, and this time select Inform Vittorio of the time and venue. And there you go, 4-20 is now unlocked. To get the fourth and final stage event, let's obtain the ending Mafia Couple. And to do this, let's go back to stage 3-20 and select Give In to Giuliano. Then, play 4-16 and select Tell him it's a good idea. Next, play 4-17. Again, what you choose in the first set of choices doesn't matter for now, but for the second set, select Shoot. Now play 4-18 and select No Matter What the Method. And play 4-19 again and select Inform Vittorio of the time and venue. Now we get the ending Mafia Couple. And we also have all 4 stage events, so we can now move on to the last stage. To unlock stage 4-20, just follow these steps. This stage requires Charlotte's and Davis' goodwill raised to level 7. We have 2 endings here and each one counts as 1 stage event. So to get the first stage event, let's obtain the ending An Endless Wait. To do this, simply play 4-20 and select Go with Vittorio's plan. This option will also increase Vittorio's goodwill. Now we have obtained the ending Endless Wait. Unlocking this also unlocks the album art's Dead End and Endless Wait. Now to get the second stage event, let's obtain the ending Sunset at Cefalo. Just replay this level and this time select Insist on Staying. This option also increases Vittorio's goodwill. Now we have obtained the ending Sunset at Cefalo. Along with the album art, Irreplaceable.